Welcome to my solution for task 1.5, from week 1, the microwave program. So we were supposed to create a program that would take two types of inputs from a user. It would take number of items and single heating time. Number of items we would put in the microwave and single item heating time, and based on those two inputs would give us the heat time for the whole thing. And according to the task, it would vary if we were to put 1, 2, or 3, which was the maximum of items that we could put in the microwave, because then it would get dangerous. So first, what I've done is I have declared and defined our variables. I have instead started them at 0, assigned the value 0, and I have created a time span because I've decided to put the output in a really nice time format as an extra. So first of all, I am filtering the user input, seeing if user is in fact putting, I think, double number. So should a user put a string or a character, it would produce an error. The same thing if the user were to put a negative number. So I have used, if we have filtered through these, I have used the switch method to calculate the heat time. So as we can see here, we have 3 cases because the maximum allowed input in the microwave is 3 dishes. Anything else than 3 would give us a message that the heating is not recommended. So I've done the calculations according to the task, and I will run the program in the debug mode and show you step by step how it behaves, how the values are changing. Okay, so the first, let me have a look. Yeah, so before we reach the first point, we have to input the items. So let's try to put a character and we get an error message. We will do the same with one of the inputs being a negative, like out of range number, like number of items -9. We have to input the second one, and then based on those two, so if we put a positive number here, it still should produce an error because my code says if either of these is negative. So it works just fine. So let's put the correct input, like the valid input this time, so that we can stop at the first point. Like, as we can see, nothing happening here yet, because first we need the input. Yeah, so here first we need to feed the numbers so that the execution would go like line by line. Here filtering and everything is okay. We would reach this point. Let's put 2 items and 3.5. This is half minute. The outcome, the heat time, will be in a nice format, but Here I just put, for the sake of simplicity, 3.5 minutes. So we reached this point. We have not executed the line yet, but as we can see, so the span, which is our output at the very end, so this is our heat time in a nice format, does not have any number assigned because it's not been calculated yet. It's been declared though. It hasn't been defined, it's been declared, that's why it pops out here. So this is my input. As we can see, it's correct. It's been assigned, number of items 2, single heating time 3.5. So the next time I hit continue, we will reach this dot. By this dot, we should have had the heat time calculated. So this number here, 0, will change. So let's try and see. Yeah. So the heat time was calculated is 5.25 of a minute, which is not 25 seconds, is a quarter of a minute, which is 15 seconds. And that's why I have used span to format that number nicely. So it's shown in an hour, minute, second time format. So we have not executed here this line yet, so the span is not showing, but let's press continue. Yeah. So the span updates in a nice format, 5 minutes 15, so we can see the change. And next time I hit continue, we should have the full execution here in the window. Yeah, the heat time is 5 minutes 15. Thank you.